Sweet.
Okay. We're just going to have a little insight into spiritual warfare tonight, and we're going to one of the most interesting stories in the Bible in this area, Revelation chapter 12 and verses 7 to 10. So 7 to 10. And there was war in heaven, and the correct translation there is in the heavenlies. Oranos in the Greek can be translated either heaven or heavenlies, the same word. However, the context determines the meaning. So it's a word that you can't just pluck out of the scripture and say, because that's its stock meaning, that's what it always means. In proper biblical analysis, you have to determine the context in this case for the word, because it's used for alternate meanings. So the correct meaning here is, there was war in the heavenlies. Now, what's the heavenlies? The heavenlies is the second heaven, not the third heaven. So the third heaven is the throne of God. There can be no war in the third heaven. There can be no sin in the third heaven. There can be no darkness in the third heaven. The third heaven is the presence and throne room of God. So that's a third heaven. There is no war there, and never will be a war there. That's eternal perfection, where God's presence is everywhere and nothing, including death itself, can enter. However, as we move to the second heavens, now we're talking about the spirit realm. This is the realm of demonic activity. It's also the realm of angels warring against demons. It's the realm of the spirit. And then when we get to the first heaven, that is the physical earth and the physical heavens. So we are in the world, but not of the world. We're in the first heaven, but we're not of the first heaven, because we engage in the spirit realm. And we are connected directly to the throne by the Spirit of God. Hence, being in the flesh is a complete disqualification in spiritual life, because you cannot connect to the throne and through the heavenly realms without the Spirit of God. You can't connect. So therefore, we do everything in the Spirit. Now, there was war in the heavenlies, okay? Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. See the picture? Michael and his angels fought the dragon and his angels. What heaven was that in? The second heaven. This was not in the throne room of God. There was no army of demons in the throne room of God fighting against an archangel and his angels in God's throne room. It wasn't the third heaven. There's absolutely no doubt, no question where this war is going on. It's in the second heaven, the heavenlies. And what Paul refers to often throughout the New Testament as principalities and powers. It's the spirit realm. And so here, this is where the war is going on. Michael and his angels, and Satan, the dragon, and his angels. There is a spiritual war raging in the second heaven. So the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in the heavenlies. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceives the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives to the death. Now, that's our passage. And